Rescape.
First 15 seconds completely autonomous as teams move around with their pre-programmed instructions. Team 829 Digital Ghosts, typically a high performer during this time, just shy of missing their coral station, but they'll continue to move around. Team 135, the Penny Robotics Black Knights, trying to match them with that placement, but just shy as running out of time. The remainder 2 minutes and 15 seconds is all teleoperated as human player pick up the controllers and drive the robots that their team built over the last 9 weeks. Team 10-4-34 continuing to place game pieces on the bottom part of that trough. Still worth 2 points for their alliance, and that simple design will keep them going throughout most of this match. Still a useful contributor to their team scores. Team 31-76 Purple Precision continue to place game pieces on the top part of their reef, worth 5 points for their alliance. Teams typically filling up the top part of that reef before moving down. They will have to get rid of that algae to open up additional scoring pieces. Red Alliance sending one of their robots across the field. That's Team 5402 Reckless Robotics. Recognizing that they got a stuck game piece, they aren't able to hold any additional corals, so they've now gone on the defensive with some bumper-and-bumper action, which is allowed as long as that contact time is kept to a minimum and done outside the coral reef protected zones. Team 447, Team Roboto, known in Indiana for being able to score their algae directly into the barge, which appears to be what they're lining up for, would be worth 4 points for their alliance if they're successful, which appears that they were. Just under a minute remaining in the match. Score is currently 49-46 in favor of the Red Alliance. Only a 3-point difference. That's a game piece score just about anywhere on the Reefscape field. Checking in on one of our favorite Blue Alliance robots, teams 829. This is the Digital Goats from Indianapolis, Indiana, continuing to monitor their opponents' robots to make sure they're staying outside of those protected areas. 135 successfully scoring a coral on the L2. That's the lowest of those purple branches. You can score game pieces in that black trough area known as L1 for level 1, just like the Blue Alliance has done for 2 points each. We heard that sonar sound. Teams starting to make their way over to those cages. The longer the chain, the more points they'll gain. 829 Digital Ghosts hung on one of those deep cages. Closer to the ground is a lot harder to design around. So the teams are rewarded. They do need to remain up, elevated off the ground. 5 seconds after the match ends. So let's see how those scores total up at qualification match 3. Here's the Finn District Lafayette event. Difference there. Red Alliance running away with 4 ranking points out of the available 6. Of course, 3 for winning the match, and both teams getting it for their ranking in the barge. Stick tight for qualification match 4.